This is a video on economics for the students of class 12 commerce, and we are beginning with the topic theory of supply. This is the first part of the video. Now beginning with supply. Now we know that in a free economy or a free enterprise economy, the prices of any commodities are determined on the basis of two forces, that is your demand and supply. When we were reading about demand, it was on the viewpoint of the consumer behavior. How is the consumer's reaction, or you can say the consumer's behavior when the price of a commodity is increasing or decreasing. So we were actually analyzing the behavior of the consumer. Now in this topic, we'll be dealing with the concept of supply, which is mainly focusing on the producers. What is their behavior? It's kind of producers behavior also, we can say. So let us begin. Supply of a commodity refers to the quantities of a commodity. It's very important, quantities of a commodity which producers are willing to produce and offer for sale at various prices during a particular period of time. Now, lines that I've highlighted, these are the important terms that comply of the definition of supply. Now, supply means the quantity of commodity, what amount of commodity you are willing to buy, you're willing to produce, or the sellers are willing to produce and are offering for sale at different prices during a particular period of time. So there has to be the quantity that the producers will be ready to produce, and what at what prices the things that they are producing will be available for the people in the market, and for what period of time. Now we'll open to this one by one. Let us first see that definition of supply is complete when it has the following elements, like the things that I've highlighted here. Quantity of a commodity which a firm is willing to offer, what amount or what number of commodity the producers are offering, at what price these commodities are available in the market. Now if I say, and for what time period, like for example, if you see firm A supplies 50 kgs of wheat at a price of rupees 10 per kg in a month. That means the producer who are producing a good, he is expecting to supply 50 kgs of wheat during a month. So he's offering this 50 kgs at a price of rupees 10 per kg for a month. So this is your complete statement or complete definition of supply. It has quantity, it has price, and it has time period. It's similar to the definition of demand. The definition of demand stated what amount of quantity the consumer is willing to buy at particular price during a particular period of time. So here it was during demand. When we were reading about demand, it was actually what the consumers are ready to buy. Now here we are dealing with what producers are willing to produce and offer for sale. So I have highlighted these lines. These are very important terms. So I hope you've understood what is the meaning of supply. Next, what is the difference between the stock and supply? Now, stock is the stock of a commodity, that is the total quantity that is available in the market. Now, what is the total amount of goods that is available in the market during a certain period of time? And supply is basically the part of that stock. You'll understand this with this example. See, a producer has produced 400 pencils. Now you are a producer, you are a manufacturer. So you are producing 400 pencils. It might be of different models or different designs, but your company is producing 400 pencils. Now this is the stock of pencils with them. So basically this is what we call stock. Now what is the supply? Now he may be willing to offer for sale 100 pencils at the rate of rupees 10 each, 120 at 20 each, 150 pencils at the rate of rupees 30 each, and so on. That means he is offering different group of pencils, different number of pencils, different quantity of pencils at different prices at different period of time. Okay, so basically he is offering this 100 pencils. Now today he is offering 100 pencils at the rate of rupees 10 each. maybe next month he'll be offering that same 120 pencils but at the rate of rupees 20 each. That means at different point of times he is selling different quantity of goods at different price. So this is what we call supply. So during the first month there will be 100 pencils that are reaching the market. Next month there might be different number. So this is a continuous process. So you know what is stock? Stock is the total goods that the producers are producing at a during a period of time, and supply is what portion of the stock is actually being brought to the market for sale. I hope this point has been cleared. We've understood what a supply is. I have also tried to, differentiate it with demand so that it is easier for you to understand and differentiate what demand and what a supply is. In case of demand, we actually read or we actually relate things with respect to the consumers. But when it comes to supply, we think in terms of the producer's point of view. So this is all we have from the video today. Thank you.